friends, and welcome to this ASMR video. In today's video I'm going to be looking at the first few issues of the Only Fools and Horses DVD collection. This is something that I've purchased recently. I've had the DVDs for a while, but I never bought them at the time in the shops. I bought the DVDs on eBay a while back and wanted the magazines now. Managed to buy them separately. At the time these were $7.99 every fortnight, which for a magazine and a DVD wasn't too bad. I think this came out in about 2005, 2006. They look interesting. I'm a massive fan of Only Fools and Horses, huge fan. They're not very long, they're quite small magazines, they're only about 12 pages, 16 pages, but they're quite a nice accompaniment to the DVDs and for your collection if you're a super fan. I've chosen 3 today, well, the first 3 anyway, and I'll see how long this video goes on for as a guide to how many I'll do per video, because I don't like my videos to last much longer than half an hour usually. I think people don't really watch ASMR for that long. My voice will probably start to grate, to be honest, or you'll fall asleep, one or the other. So we'll look at the first 3 issues and we'll see what's in them. I've had a flick through, I've not read them. I've got a brief idea of what's inside, but I don't know exactly, so we can discover that together. Excuse me. Okay, so we'll start by seeing that it's lovely jubbly. It's 110% pucker, so it's picking up the lingo straight away. I'm not sure this is an official BBC publication. Not sure. It's definitely licensed anyway. So if it's anything like the DVDs, it'll go in order of episodes. I think the DVDs were about 3 episodes, maybe, a DVD. So I'm expecting to see the first 3 referenced in here. So we'll take a look at, 3 classic episodes on DVD. It says it right in front of me. So I'll just try and line this up so you can see it. There we go. Should be okay. Thereabouts. So yeah, 14 pages, so yeah, about 16 pages, not very big. We've got comments from John Sullivan. This is just introducing the collection. Includes every TV episode. It's got the Only Fools and Horses sort of font with the 3 stars either side, like there. And that's what the DVD collection looks like when you've got all of them, which I have. I have to say they're quite good actually. I know they're available these days on like iPlayer, Netflix, catch-up TV, that kind of thing. But it's nice to have the DVD collection like that. Although I do think it's a shame that they include Damien like that, because he's so annoying. The worst character in it by a mile. And also I like Cassandra, and she's a bit younger. She's more... That is the Cassandra from the last sort of 2 or 3 episodes, whereas the Cassandra before was in many, many episodes, looking a lot younger. You know, for example, what they've done with Rodney there. So this is already, we're sort of a quarter way through and we're still advertising the rest of the collection there. We've got, so it looks like the John Sullivan bits throughout the magazine. We've got a magazine holder with part 3. I did get that with the collection as well, but it's a bit tatty now. guess at the time I'd have been 20 or so, and I probably didn't really want to spend that sort of money on it, because at £8, I thought an issue for 29 issues is 232 quid, I think. I think that's right. Assuming that issue 1 was the same price. Sometimes they're on offer, like 99p to get you into it. So if you say £232 over, obviously for 29 issues, over 2 weeks each one, again it's only just over a year, so it's quite a lot to spend in a year really. Considering you could, without the magazines, buy the DVD collection in HMV or somewhere for like 30-40 quid probably. But I've done well. I think I paid 25 for the DVDs quite a few years ago, and I've just bought these for £15, so 40 quid overall. It's not too bad really. Anyway, moving on to the actual magazine. So we've got Big Brother, of course, the first issue. We've got quotes from the episode. I'm not sure if I just called it an issue. First episode. We got some still frames with a bit of description. We got interesting stuff from John Sullivan, the creator, of course. Rodder's rant. Okay, so this is something that they add to these sort of things to give it a bit more character. They do this on other Only Fools and Horses books as well, like The World According to Del Boy, that type of thing. And I don't know, it doesn't really sit well with me. It's not actually Nicholas Lyndhurst saying it, it's someone doing it as if they're him, and I don't know, I don't think it really works. So we've got an article on Rodney Trotter, the early years, which is quite nice actually. I mean, there's a lot to read here actually. I think it's really good. I mean, that's a great quote. If there's such a thing as reincarnation, no, my luck, I'll come back as me. I mean, that's brilliant. Although I don't think that was in the early years he said that. But that's quite nice. So we're on the centre pages already. And we have the Trotter family tree. This looks quite interesting. Does he look at Damien there? He's so cute. Such a good little boy. Before they turned him into an absolute brat. So we got... I mean, they've done well to get all these characters in here. I don't know why Aussie Partridge is in it. Did they marry each other in the end? I'm not sure. Of course, they've got Freddie Rubdall in there. Controversial. But it's quite nice actually. I'm not sure I knew his middle name was Edward. God, they've even got the Slaters in here, look. But that's quite a nice little thing to have in here, quite like that. We've got another episode here. This is it tells you series 1, episode 2, Go West Young Man. Got some still frames again. I tell you what, as a kid, seeing that confused the hell out of me. So we've got John Sullivan again. We've got Rodney thing, which I don't really like that. And then we've got an article here. And this is interesting because this is not related to these episodes. These came a lot later. And then we've got Classic Clips, Series 2 episode, I think that's the 7, The Falling Chandelier. absolute classic scene there. But again, that's not linked to these 3 episodes, so it sort of goes in between times of Only Fools and Horses. It sort of travels back in time and forward, which I quite like actually. An article there about the clothes, that's quite good. Carried on. Episode 3, Cash and Carry. Similar thing each episode. It's good though. And then The World According to Del. So this looks like tips from Del Boy. It's pretty basic, but it's quite fun. And then another article there, advert, shall I say, for issue 2. And a picture on the back. Do excuse me, my voice always does this when I go onto camera. So move on to issue 2, what we're doing in 11 minutes. So yeah, I'd say 3 probably is about right. So slightly different colour scheme, but basically the same thing. The second time around with Pauline. I have to say I like the fact that John Sullivan talks about each episode, because he talks about how it became a story and what his thinking behind it was. It's really good. Really interesting that actually. So we've got Derek the early years this time. A little bit about Del's beginning. Apologies if you can hear the bike outside. I do all these videos in one take. I don't do any editing or nothing. Call it laziness, call it purity, whatever. So apologies if ever it gets interrupted. I'm not going to start recording again when I'm 12 minutes through a video. No chance. So we've got a bit more about Del. Another episode there, Sleigh Bus to Chingford. Clock and watch sale. So this is about stuff he's put during the series. It's like a fake advertisement. Oh, this is nice. Peckham Places. Del Boy knows this part of South London like the back of his hand. He learned his trade on these streets and sold more dodgy gear than you could add up on a hooky calculator. Time to discover the Peckham the trotters know and love. Oh, I like this a lot. It's obviously not to scale or anything, but it's really nice. Because you've got things here that are obviously in many episodes. Obviously, Nelson Manor House there. Then you've got number 11, looks like the Nag's Head. Yeah, but then you've also got ones like here, number 5. Best Buys. That was really, as far as I remember, just one episode. But nice little drawings. This is a really nice article. I like this a lot. The boating lake, of course, with the butterfly. We've got the cemetery. The bowling green of Trigger's granddad's ashes. I think it was granddad's ashes. What else have we got here? Oh, the police station. The market, of course. The school, which you don't really get to see, I don't think. Same as hospital, don't really get to see the outside of it like that, really. But it's nice. So we've got classic clips. We're going right to near the end of the series now, even though we're in magazine number 2. So I'll just move that forward so you can see it. A bit about the title of the show, how it became a thing. Really nice, and the lyrics to the opening song. These are definitely good bedtime reading for me, actually. Oh, and then we've got the end song as well. And we've got Bloody motorbikes outside as well. I hope it's not coming through on the video too much. Yeah, Jazz and Dave there. Another episode, Russians are coming. What I like about that episode the most is Grandad's speech. Really moved me. Well, according to Rodney this time, I think last time was Del Boy. A few dating tips and that. Advert for their next issue and a picture on the back. Make it in mind if you're going to actually drive that motorbike away or not. But okay, so issue number 3 then, last one of this video. I might be able to squeeze in some more actually on the next videos. So this one's got 4 episodes on this one. Again, some random articles dealt about foreign languages, Grandad, Boise. Oh, this is the first one that I've come across that's got the offer of some free gifts. Quite nice actually. I have to say, if I didn't have this and something else like this came out again, I would buy it. Nice mug as well. I've already got a corgi van of it. I mean, look at that. Start your subscription and you receive 4 free gifts, right? And it also says, no obligation, you're free to cancel your order anytime simply by giving us 1 month's written notice. I guess that's 16 quid then. But you might say that these are worth more than 16 quid anyway. We've got Christmas crackers. Looks like the last episode of the first series. Famous for Grandad's giblets being left in there and burning the Christmas pudding, I think it was. We've got Grandad, the early years. So we've had Del, Rodney, and now Grandad. I have to say, actually, controversially, if he made me toast like that, I'd be delighted. I love burnt toast. So we're on to series 2 here, The Long Legs of the Law. Got some dodgy electrics, Hooky Street stuff here. We've got remember the portable computers. I think that was on the Frog's Legacy, those ones. And we've got oh wow, there's an article on all the different cocktails. I'm not sure if they're genuine ones or not. I've got to say, I'm not really a cocktail person, so I wouldn't know. I've obviously heard of pina colada. I remember when I was growing up, I was probably about 16, 17, so not really that young to be fair, and I used to work in Monks and Spencer's as a part-time job, and they had a pina colada in there on one of those like cans you can buy, and I thought, do you know what, if it's good enough for Dale, it's good enough for me. And I waited for my mum to be in a good mood, and I asked her if I could have it, and she said yes you can. She bought it for me. I took one sip of it, one mouthful, and I thought, this is disgusting, and just put it straight down. I couldn't drink it. I don't think I'd even want to try again now, really. No, it's not me. Coconut, pineapple, no thanks. Caribbean Stallion, that's obviously the one from the I can't think what the episode's called, we've gone past it now, but where he meets the ravers and the geezers. Ashes. Really good episode again. An article about finding the characters, the actors to play the characters. Of course, looking back on this, you always say they've done the perfect job because you can't imagine anyone else playing these roles. But I do know, I think it's probably in this article, it's quite common knowledge that Roy Slater nearly was Del Boy. Great. And we got the butterfly chase. A classic clip. I've got to say, I didn't really like that episode that much actually. I like Adele being nasty to Rodney in a way, like in a jokey, sort of quite funny way that's quite harmless really, but sort of nudged him in the water there. I didn't really like that much. Maybe I'm just soft. We've got a bit about Adele's foreign lingo. Some examples of his so bonnet de douche, mange to ménage à trois, crème de menthe, the very best. Yeah, I use that myself sometimes now. My favourite one of all of them, which is not on here, is on Miami Twice, where he realises that he's in a mafia boss's house and it's all come together for him, and he says, they're trying to kill me, fromage frais, and it's just so random, it's absolutely brilliant. Love that bit. Losing streak, again, great episode. I'm going to sell it to all of them really, it's going to get quite annoying, apart from 2 or 3. We've got an advert for the 4th issue and a picture, so we've gone from red to blue to purple. So there's the first 3 issues covered. I quite enjoyed looking through them. It was quite brief, not going into detail, but as ever you can always pause the video and potentially be able to read it yourself. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I will do some more, and hopefully with less background noise, which may or may not come across. If it doesn't come across on the video, then you're going to think, what the hell is he talking about? But if it does, I do apologise.